In this video, we're going to learn innovative ways to use Padlet in the classroom. So stick around, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Welcome back to iTech On Demand. We are looking at Padlet.com. So, what is Padlet? Padlet is an amazing tool for students and teachers. It's going to allow students to collaborate. All right, so it's going to essentially be a virtual bulletin board that allows students to upload, organize, and share content. Okay, now I use this in my classroom a lot. There are some setbacks, if you will, to using Padlet. Now there is a free version that only allows you 3 free Padlets, and then after that you have to pay for it. So let me log in and show you the cost, and then we will look at how to use Padlet in the classroom. So you have 3 membership options, as you can see at the bottom. I do have the free version, which only gives you 3 Padlets. However, I've been using Padlet for quite some time, so I actually have 38 Padlets on this account, and that's just because I was using it before this stipulation came about. There's also a gold membership where you get 20 Padlets for $6.99 a month or $69.99 a year. Then you have the platinum membership, which allows you unlimited Padlets for $9.99 a month or $99.99 a year. Okay, so there are multiple ways that you can use a Padlet. Here are some of mine, and this is just on one account. One thing that you can do to kind of get around the 3 Padlets is just create another account using a different email, which will give you 3 more Padlets if you need them, or you can simply reuse your Padlets. So delete the information and the content on a Padlet from year to year or semester to semester. So I'm going to show you a couple different ways that I use Padlet in the classroom, and we can start with this Flappy Bird Padlet wall. Now for me, I like to use 1 Padlet for each assignment, if you will. So if all of my classes are doing the same assignment, then I simply set up columns for each class, and then students can upload their work according to the column and the class that they're in. And I'll go in and blur out these names because I do have a couple of names here on the Padlet. Another way that I use the Padlet is by simply creating a choice board. So if I want students to have various choices of assignments or activities that they can complete, then I can put all of those options here with directions, with links, instructions, and so forth, and students can go through and select what assignment they want to complete for extra credit or whatever. You can also have students to upload their assignment, images, whatever, here on the Padlet wall so that they can read each other's work and again collaborate. They can actually have a discussion. You can post discussion questions. They can like the different posts. They can also respond to the different tasks or objects that are uploaded on the Padlet wall. Now this one is a little unorganized, but I do want to show you that you can embed an image to the background of a Padlet. So this is a KWL chart, and then students can essentially go in and type in what they know, what they want to know or want to learn about a topic, and then at the end what did they actually learn. So you can use various charts or images to put in the background of a Padlet, and then students can add to the Padlet this way as well. Another way that I like to use the Padlet is if students create websites or create screencasts, recordings, I like for them to post them on the Padlet so that other students can watch. So they can put links here, and again I will make sure that I blur out the names But again, I wanted you guys to see that this can be done as well. Now I wanted to show you how to create a Padlet. And of course, this one I obviously can't create anymore because I'm all maxed out. But once you click on Create Padlet, you're going to get a blank board. So we can just pretend this is blank. It doesn't have much on it. Over here on the right hand side, you do have your settings gear to modify. You also have a way to share. So let's talk about how to share first. If you click on share, you have some options here. You can invite people to your Padlet. You can make it public, or you can change the privacy settings. Also, notice it says visitors can write, which means students will be able to write on this, but you can change that if you want to. Now, you can also grab a copy link. You can get a QR code where students can scan the code in order to view the Padlet. You can embed this on a website or a blog. You have an option to email, share on Facebook, Twitter, also to share in Google Classroom, which is really great for the classroom. And then if you want to save it before you delete it, and start over, because you only have 3 free ones, you can save it as an image. You can save it as a PDF, a CSV, save it as an Excel spreadsheet. You can also print. So those are your options to share. Now, if I go under settings, here's where you're going to add your title, your description, and notice you'll see that here. You can also change the icon. So here's the icon in the top left corner. You can change the address or URL, which I always change my address just because I like to do that. Otherwise, it's going to give you a generic one. You can change the wallpaper, so you have some different options, or you can add your own wallpaper. You have color schemes, you have different font options. You don't have many, but you do have some to choose from. And let's see, remember I told you students can react. So if you want to allow them to like posts, to vote with a thumbs up, thumbs down, to put stars, you can also grade them, the post as a teacher if you wanted to. There's some other options here like filter profanity and require approval before students post. That's up to you if you want to turn this on or off, okay? All right. Now, let's take a look at how you actually post. So if you are a student, or if you are explaining to your students how to post on your wall, they can simply click the pink button in the bottom right corner, or double click on the wall itself in order to start typing. Then they will get a box where they can type their subject, and then they have different options of how they can upload whatever it is they're trying to do. Whether it's a picture, a document, a link, whatever it is. If you click on the 3 dots, you have all these different options of things that you can upload, or you can even search YouTube. You can search for GIFs and all sorts of things. So they have recently added a lot with Padlet, and I'm super excited about the innovation and everything that they're doing. So I truly love this as a collaborative tool. Now you can also click on the color here, and you can change the color of your post. So if I type something, and I'm literally going to type the word something, and hit publish, notice the color here is green. Okay, so you can change the option of the color as well. So again, there are all sorts of things that you can use Padlet for. If you have not started using Padlet, I highly recommend it. Please go ahead and go to Padlet.com, create an account. You can create it with Google, and just get started. All you need to do is click Make a Padlet, and it's simple. If you are loving this content, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time iTech On Demand posts a new video. Thanks for watching.